What's up, YouTube? This is a Let's Play of Pokemon Volt White by Drayano. This is a ROM hack of Pokemon Black and White. It's a 649 hack which comes in 3 different versions. The normal version, which is the main version, having all regular wild Pokemon. Other changes. The legendary version is the same as the normal version, albeit with legendaries found in the wild, except they're rare. Some other things might want to point out, some attacks have been edited for accuracy, PP, and type, such as cut, fly, strength. Pokemon such as trade evolutions like Graveler and Electabuzz can be evolved in different ways now. And there are some other changes that I'll let you know as I play through the game. Right here, I didn't know if I wanted to be a boy or a girl trainer. I just ended up going with a girl, and I think I named her Marina. Just because of the simple fact this is my second playthrough. I usually always do the second playthrough with the female character, so just to spice things up, make things a little different. Yep, there goes Marina. By the way, I was playing this with the emulator Desmume or whatever. It has some slowdown issues that I tried to fix, but I'll see if I can fix them as I go on, or if anyone knows how to stop the slowdown, it will be much appreciated. I know this is a lot different than the previous videos I had, which were mainly Fortune overused battles, played with Heart Gold, Platinum, and Soul Silver. I will get back to those once school lets out, because in the dorm I live in, wireless communication is pretty much non-existent except on weekends. By the way, I love this intro. This is one of the best intros I've ever seen to a DS game in a while. Definitely fresh for the Pokemon series. Love the 3D visuals used in this game. I noticed some comments about me using overused Pokemon, and so I was thinking I was going to try to change that and use a team more similar to my Heart Gold team, which is just not completely overused. By the way, I like how there's 2 friends in the game that accompany you, kind of like how Barry was, or whatever his name was in Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Definitely a good step in the right direction. Bianca's kind of annoying sometimes, but she kind of grows on you. I'd rather like her. Drayano, on the other hand, every time you beat a gym or something, and then he pops up on the battle. It's quite annoying and quite old. Wasn't a fan of it. Some of the changes, by the way, were starters have their Dream World abilities. For example, Snivy has Contrary, which basically makes opposites. So if you use Coil, you lower all 3 of those stats. But if you were to use something like Curse, you would raise your speed but lower your attack and defense. I went with Oshawott. I have no idea what its Dream World ability is right now. Don't really care. I'll find out and let you know later. So, getting on the way to the first battle here against Bianca. Let's see how it goes. For some reason, I don't know. I like this game, but it seemed like the crits were kind of almost as scary as it was in Gen 1. It seemed like critical hits were flying. I don't know. I don't know if anyone else had that kind of luck or if it was just me. But definitely a lot of crits just flying everywhere. Even more so, it's worse than it was from my personal experience in the 4th gen, where I would critical hit something I was trying to catch on the last hit before I was going to throw the ball or whatever. I think about me in these first battles, I usually like to lower their stat, use Growl or Tail Whip, just to try to ensure a victory. I did that last gen because of the removal of the item box PC box, so you can't start off with a potion anymore. Not that I never really needed it, but it was nice to have. So I usually do that to try to make the battle a little easier. And this should be the knockout of it here versus Tepic. Wasn't really a big fan of the fire starter this gen. I don't know. Haven't really been a fan of the fire starter since Gen 3. I just pretty much loved all the starters then. And boom goes my room. I mean, seriously. Footprints got on the walls. Nothing survived that assault of the room other than the computer and the Wii, which somehow remain intact. There goes a nice HD TV. Wow. Over a first Pokemon battle. Was it really worth it? Was it really? I don't think so. Wow, that was Heartless Sharon. Say, calling Bianca completely hopeless. I'm afraid you are. How about you, Battle 2? Of course, at the beginning of the end. The first of many battles with this guy. Gets stomped every time. So let's do it. Here's to a good first battle. You're challenged by Pokemon Trainer and Sharon. Is it Sharon or Sharon? I have no idea. If anyone knows, it'd be nice to know. Sends out Snivy. I've always been a fan of the reptilian-looking starters like Charizard, Squirtle. Well, all of them Gen 1 were really, but for Alligator, Trico. Wasn't really a fan of the Gen 4 starters though. Didn't really go with Torterra. Didn't want to go grass again. I went with Piplup my first run through. Went with Snivy here. And he actually almost took me out right here. Took me down to half. Did a little better than Bianca. Almost as good as Bianca, I guess. 9, 10 hit points, whatever. Same thing. He spares me and goes for a leader. Just swell. Thank you, Sharon. I greatly need the experience and the money much more than you will. And I go to level 6. First level. One of many. May the adventure begin. Made a strange blunder. More like you fail. Congrats on becoming a trainer. Too bad you're messing with the vet here. Just became a trainer in 2010, 2011. I've been a trainer since 99. Try that. And right here, I always up the text speed right here. And not sure if I changed the difficulty, like changed the Pokemon battle style just from set to shift. I don't know if I did that or not here. I don't remember. I recorded this video about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Like about the beginning of April. So my memory's kind of fuzzy about this. This is my second attempt at recording a Pokemon game Let's Play. I was going to record like about from batch 5 and on in Pokemon Black, but I found Camtasia Studio to be and an emulator to be the better route for better quality videos rather than webcam recorded videos. Though I'll still upload battles that way probably. Yeah, I definitely apologize about my lack of videos over the last year pretty much. Really thought I was going to be able to, actually I went back upstairs right here being zealous. I really wanted to, well that was weird, record battles and things. I love that. I love when the Pokemon games do that with the Subats having them fly away. Kind of like the Diamond, Pearl, Platinum intro with the Starlies, I think. Let's see if how Bianca's dad thinks of the her going on an adventure. He quite strongly opposes it. Too bad Bianca, too bad. I mean, yeah, too bad Bianca. I don't know. I really like the character models in this gen. Looks a hell of a lot better than Gen 4. It looks like they would look like little blow-up kids. Like those little toys. I can't think what they're called right now. With the big head, it was like a head and a body that looked like little eggs almost. I don't know, it just looked weird to me. I love the sprites that they came in now, like what you just saw earlier with Bianca's pulling her head down, and earlier with Sharan tapping his foot. And now our adventure officially begins. We'll grab our Pokédex and call it a day, and we can start making our way towards Route 1. But first, I always nickname my Pokemon, as you can see in my previous battles. Nicknaming just adds to the personalization, and I'm with the nickname PB&J here because of the old TV show me and my sister used to watch, PB&J Otter. Don't know if anyone remembers that. I was torn between PB&J and Noodle, but I just went up with with PB&J in the end. Nice to have another change too, with the female professor in a male-dominated society, I guess. Women scientists need love too, you know. I'm so tempted to say no right there, but for the sake of the video and time, I just went with it. I now has a Pokédex. Score 1 for the R-Man. By the way, Dream World was quite fun. I didn't think it was going to be all of that much, but just another Nintendo hype thing, but it was actually executed pretty nice. Using things like GameSync and registering battles and stuff like that. It kind of seems like it's going to be a pretty useful feature. But me, I'll still hack my Pokemon just to save time. Enough of this hack, though. I don't even know if you can trade with each other this game. Might use this to get Dream World Pokemon, though. I don't know. I mean, we've just gotten our town maps, which are quite useful in this game with the zoom feature and telling you where what all's in the town, and much more detailed than previous games, obviously. And as the video is coming to a close, I think I just get through this little dialogue right here and save. And that'll be the end of the video. So, looking forward to a nice playthrough. You'll see how I play through my games, or my Pokemon games. Pretty standard. You'll see the hacks. That's all. I'm not the only one just complaining. So, here's to a nice playthrough. What have I got myself into?